Hello everyone, I am Shravanth Kumar of class 12. Today I am going to discuss about the topic measurements. In particularly, we are going to discuss about speed. Speed is distance traveled by the time taken. The unit of speed in foot-pound second, that is FPS system, is feet per second. The unit of speed in CGS system, that is centimeter gram second system, is centimeter per second. The unit of speed in SI unit is meter per, and the dimensional formula for speed is L and T to the power minus 1. And abbreviations of the systems: FPS is foot pound second system, CGS is centimeter gram second system, SI unit is the international system of units, DF is dimensional formula, and MK is meter kilogram second system. Speed, the rate of the definition of speed is the rate of change of distance or the distance traveled in unit time. It is a scalar quantity. The SI unit of speed is meter per second. Some of the common speed units are meter per second, kilometer per hour, miles per hour, knots, that is nautical miles per hour, feet per second, and generally the speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. This is the MPM for the speed concept. MPM is model problem mapping. The first one is meter per second can be converted into 4 different units, that is miles per hour, knots, FPS, and kilometer per hour. Meter per second can be converted into kilometer per hour by multiplying by 3.6. It can be converted into miles per hour by multiplying by 2.237. It can be converted to knots by multiplying 1 by 1.944, and meter per second can be converted to FPS by multiplying 3.281. Next is kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour can be converted to meter per second by dividing by 3.6, and to miles per hour by dividing by 1.609, and to knots by dividing by 1.852, and to feet per second by dividing by 1.097. Third one is miles per hour. Miles per hour can be converted to meter per second by dividing by 2.237, can be converted to kilometer per hour by multiplying by 1.609, can be converted to knots by dividing by 1.151, can be converted to feet per second by multiplying by 1.467. Fourth one is knots. Knots can be converted to meter per second by dividing by 1.944, can be converted to kilometer per hour by multiplying by 1.852, can be converted to miles per hour by multiplying by 1.151, can be converted to FPS by multiplying by 1.688. Fifth one is feet per second, can be converted to meter per second by dividing by 3.281, can be converted to kilometer per hour by multiplying by 1.097, can be converted to miles per hour by dividing by 1.467, can be converted to knots by dividing by 1.688. This is the MPM for the conversion of the different units of speed concept. Let us see how to convert the common units of speed in detail. First is meter per second to kilometer per hour. Meter per second can be, that is 1 meter is 10 to the power minus 3 by kilometer, and 1 second is 1 by 3600 hours. So representing that in meter per second format, we get 1 meter per second is equal to 3600 into 10 to the power minus 3 kilometer per hour, which is nothing but 1 meter per second is equal to 3.6 kilometer per hour. Next is meter per second to miles per hour. 1 meter is equal to 1 by 16, that is 1609 miles, and 1 second is 1 by 3600 hours. So meter by second is equal to 3600 by 1609 miles per hour. So that gives 1 meter per second is equal to 2.237 miles per hour. That is third one is meter per second to knots. Meter by second. 1 meter is equal to 1 by 1852 nautical miles, and 1 second is equal to 1 by 3600 hours. Simplifying it, we get 3600 by 1852 nautical miles per hour. Dividing this value, we get 1 meter per second is equal to 1.943 knots. Here it is important to note that 1 knots is nothing but 1 nautical miles per hour, that is nmph. Fourth one is meter per second to feet per second. Meter by second, that is 1 meter is equal to 3.281 feet, and 1 second can be directly given as 1 second. So 1 meter per second is equal to 3.281 feet per second. Then fifth one is kilometer per hour to meter per second. 1 kilometer is equal to 10 to the power 3 meter, and 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. Simplifying this value, we get 1000 by 3600 meter per second. So finally, we get 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 0.277 meter per second. Sixth one is converting kilometer per hour to meter per hour. 1 kilometer is equal to 1.609 miles. So simplifying this value, we get 1 divided by 1.609 miles per hour. 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 0.621 miles per hour. Seventh one is kilometer per hour to knots. 1 kilometer is equal to 1 by 1.852 nautical miles. Simplifying this value, we get 1 divided by 1.852 nautical miles per hour. Dividing this value, we get 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 0.539 knots. Kilometer per hour. Eighth one is kilometer per hour to feet per second. 1 kilometer is equal to 3281 feet, and 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. Dividing this value, we get 1 divided by 1.097 feet per second. Dividing this value, 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 0.911 feet per second. Ninth one, miles per hour to meter per second. 1 mile is equal to 1609 meter, and 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. Simplifying this value, we get 1 divided by 2.237 meter per second. Dividing this value, 1 mile per hour is equal to 0.447 meter per second. 10th one is miles per hour to kilometer per hour. 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometer. So 1 mile per hour is equal to 1.609 kilometer per hour. 11th one, miles per hour to knots. 1 mile is equal to 1 by 1.151 nautical miles. So 1 mile per hour is equal to 1 divided by 1.151 nautical mile per hour. Dividing this value, 1 mile per hour is equal to 0.869 knots. 12th one is mile per hour to feet per second. 1 mile is equal to 5280, and 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. Dividing this value, we get the value 1.466. So 1 mile per hour is equal to 1.466 feet per second. 13th one, knot to meter per second. 1 nautical mile is equal to 1852 meter, and 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. Simplifying this, we get 1 by 1.943 meter per second. Dividing this value, we get 1 knot is equal to 0.514 meter per second. 14th one, knot to kilometer per hour. 1 nautical mile is equal to 1.852 kilometer. So 1 knot is equal to 1.852 kilometer per hour. 15th one, knot to mile per hour. 1 nautical mile is equal to 1.151 mile, and hour is directly converted to hour. 1 knot is equal to 1.151 mile per hour. 16th one, knot to feet per second. 1 nautical mile is equal to 6076.115 feet, and 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. Simplifying this value, we get 1.687 by 1 feet per second. Finally, 1 knot is equal to 1.687 feet per second. 17th one. 17th one. Feet per second to meter per second. Feet per second is 1 feet is equal to 0.3048 meter, and second is directly converted. Finally, 1 feet per second is equal to 0.3048 meter per second. 18th one is feet per second to kilometer per hour. 1 feet is equal to 3048 into 10 to the power minus 7 kilometer. 1 second is equal to 1 by 3600 hour. Simplifying this, 3048 into 3600 into 10 to the power minus 7, which is equal to 1 crore 9 lakh 72,800 into 10 to the power minus 7 kilometer per hour. Simplifying this, we get 1 feet per second is equal to 1.097 kilometer per hour. 19th one is feet per second to mile per hour. 1 feet is equal to 1893 into 10 to the power minus 7 miles. 1 second is equal to 1 by 3600 hours. Simplifying this, 1893 into 3600 into 10 to the power minus 7, which is equal to 68,14,800 into 10 to the power minus 7 miles per hour. Simplifying this, 1 feet per second is equal to 0.681 miles per hour. 20th one, feet per second to knots. 1 feet is equal to 1645 into 10 to the power minus 7 nautical miles, and 1 second is equal to 1 by 3600 hours, which is equal to 1645 into 3600 into 10 to the power minus 7. That is equal to 59,22,000 into 10 to the power minus 7 knots. Simplifying this, we get 1 feet per second is equal to 0.592 knots. And the 21st one is dimensional formula. How do we derive the dimensional formula for the speed? The SI unit of speed is meter per second. The dimensional formula for meter is L to the power 1 and M to the power 0, T to the power 0. Second is represented in dimensional formula as M to the power 0, L to the power 0 and T to the power minus 1. M represents mass, L is a length, T is time. So simplifying this, we get the dimensional formula for speed as L into T to the power minus 1. This is the dimensional formula for speed. The references used for making these slides are Science TN State Board textbook of class 9, saitechinfo.net, and finally metricconversions.org. Thank you.